are some key areas that if you're having guests over, you do not want to miss for a clean home. So with the holidays coming up, I know we're a little early, but I want to get this out before. There's some key items that you want to prep your home with and to clean your home before you have guests over. The first one is a clean hand towel in your bathroom and your kitchen. There is nothing worse than a really dirty, wet towel. We've all been there. And our first instinct is, when was the last time they put a new hand towel? So definitely if you have guests over, you definitely want a good fresh towel that is not wet and your guests can use. Sticking with that, you definitely want to clean your bathroom for guests. So your toilet area on the outside, the inside, your sink area, your mirrors. This is an area I think people will really notice, and it doesn't have to be perfectly clean, but having this area wiped down and clean makes a huge difference. Sticking with that, having toilet paper and extra toilet paper. So you definitely want to have toilet paper in the bathroom. I recommend this little canister that holds extra toilet paper by your toilet. I really like it because it has a lid, so it's really nice if like dust gets anywhere. So it's nice to have extra toilet paper, especially if you have a lot of people. Really nice to have this by your toilet, because there is nothing worse than no toilet paper. I think we've all been there. So this is definitely key to have the essentials in your bathroom. Another essential is hand soap. Definitely people want to be able to wash their hands after the bathroom. It's nothing worse than no hand soap. So it's really good to have this. I love this one I have. It's like an Ocean Breeze. I can link it below. It's very affordable, but it's not too strong as well. Don't want anything too strong, but definitely have hand soap. Have extra towels, linen, and pillows. If you have people staying the night, you know, you definitely want to have something they can sleep with, bath towels so they can take a shower. So it's good to have at least like one extra set of these. I don't think you have to have a crazy amount, but having some extra if you're going to have guests stay over is definitely essential. Let's talk about how to get rid of bad smells. Definitely when you walk in, you want to have a fresh smelling home. I have some really good hacks for you. Deep clean your kitchen sink drain. Think about everything that goes down there. I love to use baking soda and vinegar, and this helps with the gunk in your drain, and the baking soda helps with the smell. And you can finish that with some dish soap, but definitely your kitchen sink drain really makes a difference for the smell of your home. Clean the inside and the outside of your trash cans, definitely your kitchen trash can. And another little hack is you could put a little bag of baking soda and a rubber band. You definitely want this open a little bit, but you know, sealed with rubber band. The baking soda really helps with smells. You also could use baking soda in your fridge and your dishwasher, you know, if you have that like dirty dish smell. So I love baking soda. Air out your home. There's nothing like fresh air coming into your home, getting rid of, you know, all those cooking smells or anything else you've done in your home. Unless you have pets, I feel like you don't really open up your doors all the time, or I don't. So I feel like airing out your home, your windows, your back door makes a huge difference to get rid of any bad smells. Now, to really make your home smell really good, you could do a home stove pourri. You've probably seen this, where you can do like apples, oranges, rosemary, vanilla extract, cinnamon sticks. You really can use what you have and maybe get some fruit. And this really smells fresh and like sweet with those cinnamon sticks and vanilla extract. I love a home stove pourri. You also could bake vanilla extract in your oven. So you could just put it in any kind of glass jar, put this in your oven for like an hour, and wow, it smells like fresh cookies. This is like, everyone loves the smell of vanilla extract, especially if you're baking, and then just like leaving this in for an hour can really make your home smell so good. For your kitchen, make sure your kitchen counters are wiped down. There's nothing worse than like really wet or lots of crumbs on your kitchen counter. It doesn't have to be perfect, but definitely this is an area kind of like the bathroom I think someone would notice. And if you're hosting, you definitely want this area clean. To freshen up your bed comforter, if it has a lot of wrinkles, you can take a little spray bottle with water and just spray it. This really does work. It takes a little bit of time and it gets out so many wrinkles. It's really crazy how this works, but this is a great way. You don't have to use a steamer, and it just adds that extra touch to your bed. And definitely make sure your bed is made. It makes the biggest difference. It doesn't have to be perfect, but put your comforter, your sheets, your pillows on. Making your bed makes a huge difference. Make sure your floors are vacuumed. and mopped, but definitely vacuumed. I feel like any dirt or things on the ground, people will notice. That's the first thing I notice. So you definitely want to run your vacuum before you have guests over. Now, if you want to make your home look extra clean, it is the little details that people will notice. And it will just be like wow, this person's home is clean. I feel like it's the small details like your remotes, your doorknobs, your kitchen cabinets, any marks on it, you know, the knobs on your kitchen cabinets, your walls in your kitchen. See if there's anything that's spilled on it. These little details are your most touched areas. So if you just take, you know, a wipe and wipe these down, it will really add that extra touch of, wow, this person's home is very clean. You want to keep your home looking homey. So what does that mean? Is like, if it's too staged and perfect, which I'm kind of guilty of this, but I just like a real clean home. Kind of want to throw maybe a throw pillow around, make sure you have shoes out. You don't want shoes obviously blocking the entryway. But I feel like if there's like no life that it looks like they're living there and it looks so perfectly clean, your guests might not feel as comfortable. So I've heard people talking about this, made me think about this. So you definitely want it clean, but you want it to look inviting and not perfect. Things people will notice is clutter. So if they walk in and they see clutter in your entryway, your kitchen, it's hard to sit down in your living room, I'd really focus on those areas and declutter them, because that's the first thing people see in their first impression. So really try to minimize the clutter. I would even go around each room and just try to declutter a few things. Visual clutter, or even going through some drawers just to take away that clutter really makes a big difference. Clutter can make your home look so much more not clean. So I feel like adding that little extra decluttering can really add that extra touch to make your home look a lot cleaner. Clean and clear your kitchen sink area. This is another area that can become very cluttered. I really recommend getting rid of that big drying rack. I think I've done a whole video on this if you want to check it out. But basically getting it over the sink drying rack makes a huge difference, and not having everything out on your kitchen sink. Try to put some stuff under your sink. And I love Dawn Power Wash to clean my sink. I feel like this is the best way to just do a quick clean. Basically getting rid of the dishes and the clutter really makes that extra touch for your kitchen, and it doesn't look as cluttered. The last little step to add is karate chopping your pillows. This just adds that little extra to your throw pillows, makes your living room look a lot nicer. I feel like people that stage homes always do this, so it's kind of fun to do this, and it will add that little touch to your pillows. Another thing you can do for prepping your home for guests is do a backdrop on your TV. So you can do this by just searching on YouTube. You can search fall backdrops, Christmas backdrops. You can do a fireplace, an ocean. This is just so relaxing, and it's so nice than like a blank TV. It kind of looks like the frame TV. So I know this isn't cleaning, but this just makes your home look so nice. And you should try these for yourself. It's just so relaxing having one of these on than always having TV on. And for most like smart TVs, they already have these on here. So definitely try this out for yourself as well. To summarize this, I think just having the essentials, having that hand towel, hand soap, having your kitchen not so cluttered, just the little things I think make a difference. No one expects your home to be perfect, but I feel like some of these key details really go a long way when you have guests coming over. So that does it for how I prep my home if I have guests coming over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you have guests coming over for the holidays or anytime soon. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video.